shouldn't cause me too much grief. Now, can you see my beautiful face? All right. Are you ready?
I guess so.
Welcome to Fun, Fresh and Footy with Pete and Ash. Yeah, we got it.
Changing the theme
we got
song.
it mastered.
We got the fade out. I actually do like that better.
That sounded fucking sick. So thanks, Nick, for that. Welcome back to Fun, Fresh and Footy with Pete and Ash, the podcast with terrible tips, excellent yarns, and absolutely no editing, purely because we cannot be bothered to do it. Also, look at this. Also, because we can't be to do it.
Oh.
I've been playing around with the thing.
I feel like I would not remember to press that.
Oh, no. That button won't get pressed. I just wanted to show you that it's there.
I like that. That's
I
nice.
also think I deleted something else off by accident, so we'll figure that out along the way. Hello and welcome back. I'm red in the face because I just had the air conditioner running. I do have the Kathmandu on. I was also just having a hay fever attack because I've been at the vet and they've got like a cat up on the desk and cats
Are you allergic to cats?
Yeah, I'm pretty almost certain that I'm full allergic to cats. They make my eyes itch like there's no tomorrow.
It's funny that people are allergic to cats and not dogs. Like you would think that there would be much of a muchness.
Well, cats are snitches and
Both.
I'm pretty sure this cat fucked my eyes up, so... whoops.
There's a delay on that button. We'll have to get our producer onto it.
That's the thing. If we have a producer or if anyone wants to produce this, we're more than happy to bleep out anything. So that's the ball's in your court. You can approach us. We're more than happy to just let F-bombs fly. If we do remember to press that, it'll probably just be for our comical effect as well. Just a quick pat on the back to us. This is episode 20.
Well done.
So congratulations.
Thank you.
Fist bump. We do have a handshake, but we do have to go over it several times before we...
there's not enough time on air.
Yeah, we don't have time to waste.
And we won't, as we've said a million times, we can't edit it out. So
just check our story. No, not our story, our Instagram page, which I will eventually get to, that you should all be following by now. It is on there. Rightio, Peter, episode 20. Fuck. No, I'm kidding. Oh, fuck. All right, no, I'm not using the button. I'm not using it.
It wouldn't be an episode without a button fuck up.
I have the skinniest fingers ever, and I managed to hit all 5 buttons at once. All right. Let's wrap this up.
Yeah,
all right, we're done.
Back it up.
We're done. See you guys. Let's start this off. So, look, it is Thursday, the 22nd of July. How the bloody hell are you? How's your week been? What have you been up to?
Week's been okay. Just been at placement. It's quite long days.
Yeah, we were just...
The drive actually hasn't been bothering me that much though.
Yeah.
Which is good. Been getting up nice and early to go be fit prior to placement because I just don't get the time in the afternoons.
And look, honestly, if you're not if you're a 9 to 5er, you've got to train in the morning.
You do.
Because honestly, once you finish and that 5 o'clock, you just want to feet up, bra off, just...
Yeah. And then most afternoons I actually have footy training.
I was going to say you've got footy or whatever.
But and the afternoons I don't this afternoon we've got this, but
which is just as draining.
But generally speaking, I don't feel like doing anything in the afternoon or I've got something on. And so I've been getting up to do stuff and that's been making me feel a bit better.
I did notice that you'd Snapchat me early one morning and I thought, look at you getting up and seizing the day nice and early.
Yeah,
I was coming off night shift ready to fucking roll into bed.
Yeah, it's been good. But placement's a bit long, but I'm getting very used to the drive. I don't mind it.
So you're driving from Broadmeadow to Maitland
now
for all our listeners.
Not that bad. Not that bad at all.
Look, it could be worse. You could be driving the opposite way where normally the traffic is. Cool. Yeah. So...
but other than that, we played footy yesterday. You were there for that as well.
Yeah, well, that was part of my week has literally been. Beg my pardon. Sorry, I started eating beef jerky. I considered eating it whilst on air, but it was going to be way too hard to do it. So
would have been very audibly noticeable.
You would have turned off by now if you haven't already. So yeah, my working week pretty much finished yesterday, and then we played football. But I also had a Reiki healing.
You were telling me about this.
Yeah, so like it was cool. Like she just pretty much like puts like crystals and shit all over you. A funny yarn was like you have to pick a card, and I picked the first card just because I couldn't be fucked like going through the deck or whatever. So I picked the first one. She's like, "Oh, you've picked the tantric one," and I was like, "Oh, the tantric one." Anyway, she starts dribbling on about some stuff. Hopefully she wasn't dribbling, like she was reading from a book. She was a very professional. She was actually awesome. The Grounded Rebel, if you want to get a Reiki healing, she was actually mad. She didn't mind me swearing either, or the fact that I just had 3 hours sleep. Anyway, when you go in and do this thing, she obviously like touches you in certain places.
Are we going to find out what the tantric card was about?
I'm getting there.
Getting to it. Okay.
I'm getting to it. Yeah, I
we
know.
just did like a little like side
I know.
was
I
like,
take forever to tell a story.
All good.
But to be honest, I can't even really fucking remember what the tantric thing meant. But all I know was I was laying there and they put a blindfold over you, and she's like touching your head, and she's touching you like, and there's all these what are they, crystals? Crystals all over you. Anyway, I'm laying there, and then I don't know where this one must have been like right on my pubic bone, and I just feel it like slide down in between my legs. Anyway, I just like pick it up and put it back, and then I'm just like,
did you put it back wrong?
I don't know where I'm blindfolded, and I'm just like fiddling around trying to
You're
find.
You're also
where,
not a Reiki specialist.
Anyway, and then she's like giggling and I'm giggling, and then it happened again, and she's like, "Well, you did pick the tantric card." So I'm like, and she's like, "These crystals have minds of their own," and I'm like, "Fuck!" And I've like literally picked it up, put it back the right way. I'm like,
you know what?
Look, I've come here for some healing, not
someone to tell me that my body's too slippery for crystals.
She's like, they crystals have a mind of their own, and I was like, well, I don't know what the fuck I'm paying $95 for. I don't know what kind of massage this is.
Either way, I'm a bit disappointed you don't know what tantric meant in the end. Because
it was something to do with like just my inner self was just telling me that everything's going to be okay. It was all positive and stuff, and just shit that you got to like let go of. And
yeah, I imagine they're all probably.
I was about to
quite
say
positive.
shit that you like probably don't have to pay $95 to do.
Well, you know
but
what?
It was a very cool experience. I did it, and I would recommend it. The Grounded Rebel, she was awesome. She was in Dudley. What else?
Long-winded, but still on the topic of healers and Reiki and stuff like that. But I will say, my mum went to one once, like a masseuse, but a healer masseuse, similar sort of situation.
Yeah.
It's like massaging and doing the like waving the hands around and the top of her and stuff like that. Anyway, and this person like, they like must have flipped mum over at some point. I like touched her, and she was like, their hand was like
super hot,
touching the back of a kettle or something.
Yeah, there was certain parts of when she was touching me, I think it was around my ribs, and to be honest, I've forgotten everything that she said.
Yeah.
Which is typical me. But when she was touching my ribs, her hands were so hot, and then when she got to my feet, like, and I've always got cold feet, like, they were sort of warm, and she's just like, you are so tired, like, you're so tired. And I'm like, yeah, bro, I just come off night shift. And then went on about, like, my adrenals and
this
stuff.
was like, and then when she finished, this guy
but
was like...
But did she say why she was so hot?
Yeah, well, because this
Sorry,
I don't know who it was. This person was, like, super exhausted after it, and they were, like, burning up and, like, whatever. And then they were like, oh, like, Janet, you need to come back. You need to come back. Like, your energy, like, is, like, something I've never seen before. Like, it was, like, crazy and, like, going on. Like, she's got this, like, wild energy that they were like, we need to, like, tame it, or... I'm not looking at anything.
Oh,
I just happened to look over.
Don't, you're kind of scaring me now. I'm worried that there's someone
Anyway,
there.
yeah, they were like, oh, and mum didn't ever go back because she was like,
I don't know. Like, it could be all hobo jobo. I don't know if that's a word. It is now. It was a very cool experience. The chick was a legend. But in saying that, I'm pretty sure she also, like, because apparently what they do, like Britt Sager, shout out, and I know you're listening because you told me that you listened to my last our last episode.
Gosh, I've been demoted to not on the show.
They like suck like their negative energy out apparently.
Yeah, that's the idea. Maybe they couldn't get it all out in one go with mum, and then they were just like, oh,
That's why she needs to come back and
no,
pay
she was
another
like,
$95.
Yeah.
But I was so like fucking
Lethargic.
exhausted
I
after
know.
it.
You came to footy in the sheds and you were just like,
Did I look like shit yesterday?
yeah.
I did. I looked like absolute shit. Even when I got off the field, I remember passing
I
myself.
felt like you looked fine after because you had a bit of like blood circulating. I feel like when you came in,
no.
you looked like
yeah.
a corpse.
Yeah. Look, a couple of things to just defend myself here. I haven't had my hair done in ages, so my regrowth is like super dark.
This is so bad.
And I'm very washed out at the moment. I'm considering putting a tan on tonight just so I don't actually look like a corpse, as you described me as.
Sorry.
But I remember walking off the field and just catching a glimpse of myself in the one tiny mirror in the sheds, and I was like, have I fucking looked like that all night?
Isn't that the worst?
I was like, I fucking look like shit. I did. I felt like shit when I got there. I tried to not get out of the game. We will touch on footy. We did lose, but holy shit, it was good to just get out there and smash bitches.
It was good. We have had like a few weeks off for various reasons, so it was nice to just like actually play a game of footy.
It was just good to be out there, and I'm so glad that I ended up playing because I don't know, whatever chakras, whatever that tantric card did to me, I was just keen to rip and tear. We'll touch on one thing, but I am so sore right now. Like it is like I don't think I've felt this sore from rugby in a long time. Maybe it's because we haven't played for a while.
Yeah, potentially. I am a bit sore myself.
I am so freaking sore. It's not funny. Is there anything else interesting that's happened in the week? I mean, footy's...
We're 22 days into our dry July.
Yeah.
9 days left.
9 days left. Like,
so everyone go and donate. Rah, rah, rah. We harp on about this every week. Just go and do it.
Just do it.
We were talking today about potentially drinking like 0% alcohol beer, and I think that's probably a new low for us.
That's literally where it's at. Like, I can't wait to have a beer.
That'd be nice.
And that's like, I just enjoy the taste of a beer. Like, and like the job that I do, like my full-time job, like makes me want a beer. So that's why we're drinking out of schooner glasses today.
Yeah. Yes.
To try and do you know what I just realised we've got to do? We've got to strap our wrists. All right, let's move on.
I will say about the dry July thing though, it's been annoying. Like I feel like the last 2 weekends particularly, I've had nothing on. Like footy hasn't been on.
Correct.
So I'm just like, I literally have nothing on.
What have I done?
So
worked.
But like I've had nothing on, so it's like this is the weekend you want to drink. Like I was like, I wish I just had something on so I was occupied.
Are you going to go to the Greens Bowls thing?
Oh, we'll see. I don't know.
You won't be able to drink because it's...
No, I won't. I don't know. I don't know if Penel plays Saturday or Sunday, so potentially.
So
anyway.
That's a potential. All right. I've got a couple of notable mentions that I want to quickly run by you, and I'm sure you also have as well.
I had a couple written down.
Now, this is also going back to our rugby union game last night. So I'm not sure if you've all seen it on social media and whatnot. Kane Evans of Shadowboxer fame, who was in our last podcast, has now come across our desk again this week. And there's a picture that came up on obviously the NRL or some football page. He's the 18th man in the 18th man bib with a strapping thing saying, what did it say?
Fold some cunt.
Fold some.
Yeah. And honestly, he is in trouble for that now. He's been like sanctioned or something.
Yeah, he's in big strife. But anyway, in the sheds last night, we were like, guys, we need to play with a little bit of Kane Evans about it tonight. And I think we actually did. I think a lot of us took that on board.
Yeah, I think so. I
know I definitely did.
I think, yeah.
I did. And, oh, man.
Yeah, you were fired up.
I was
in a good way.
In a corpse way, I was fired up. I just remember you like taking one run and I'm like, Peter, straighten up. And then you just go.
Well, the thing is, I got the ball away quite safely to the player, and that's what matters.
Yeah, we didn't get the penalty, but because the ref's a snitch.
The ref played for Waratah.
All right, another notable mention that I wanted to bring up. Now, Gus Gould had signed with the Bulldogs, so he has left as whatever he was doing there. I'm not entirely sure. He was helping out with some type of football coordination or whatever, and is now signed with the Bulldogs. Could imagine it being for good coin as well.
Yes.
Thoughts? Do you reckon that's a good move for them?
Yeah, I think so. I think Gus is just like, obviously he's very well known. He knows a lot about the game.
Yep.
And he has like a lot of control on the media and
He's a
shit
very
like that.
powerful person.
He's a very powerful person. Like, he's very old, but he's very powerful. And I think
There's nothing wrong with being old and powerful. Look at like Dumbledore and Yoda. They were all old and powerful.
Yes, that's true. Dumbledore particularly great.
Great.
Yeah.
What? Yoda
was a great leader.
What? Yoda wasn't?
No, Yoda was good too. I just like can't picture Yoda as old. Like, I know he is, but it's like he's just like hard when it's not in human flesh.
Just to take this like completely off topic, do you reckon Benny kind of looked like Baby Yoda?
A little bit. A little bit.
That is off topic.
But yeah, no, I think that is I think that's good for them. They need someone out there just like moving and shaking, making big calls and doing stuff like.
And he's going to be able to do that. And like we saw what he did with Penrith,
yeah.
Even though it was like they talked about it being like their 5-year plan, whether or not it is a 5 or a 10-year plan now for the Bulldogs. And like their roster next year looks super healthy. So
yeah, exactly.
It's a matter of whether or not they all click or whatever. But then having him at the top, I don't even know what his role is. I just wrote Gus Gould Doggies.
Yeah.
Having that presence there, it's like the Nick Politis's and
and he knows everyone, so he'll be able to get them. Like, he'll have connections to get them extra things.
And like you said about the media as well, he's got the media on his side as well because he does a lot with Channel 9.
Yeah, so he'll be able to spin like things that go wrong or things that go well, like in their favour. So
exactly. Another one, Lachlan Lewis's brain snap on Cody Walker, which resulted in a $1,600 fine, and I think he was put on report.
Yeah.
Was that the dumbest or the funniest thing that you've seen in rugby league?
It was just like wild. I was like, what is he doing?
It was like a judo move on him.
I know, but like it was weird in my head because I was like, he's clearly so fired up that he just wants to do something to him. But then he was knocking things off the table. But he like, I don't know, I think in his head he's probably like, oh, I can't throw a punch because I'll get sent. So he's like, I'll just do this tackle move. And I'm like,
just slam him to the
like,
ground.
people would probably be like less annoyed. I don't know. It was just weird, and it was a brain snap, and he's a weird like. He's like apparently off contract as well.
Yeah, which that sucked. Look, I was
that's
like,
probably not the best move if you're off contract because
And he actually hasn't been playing that bad.
He's been playing well.
Yeah, that's what I mean. And like, why would you go and fucking do something stupid like that?
Yeah, and then I was like, oh, maybe Cody Walker said something bad, but apparently he just basically said like, go back to first reserve grade.
Yeah,
sorry.
that's what I've heard. But even they're saying like that's not true. But who cares? Like,
it doesn't really matter.
It's footy. You should have heard what I was fucking yelling at Waratah last night. So another.
They were yelling it back. It's alright.
Yeah, it's fine. I love it. They smashed me, but. Another one is good news for the Melbourne Storm. So Pappy has returned to the squad. He's on the bench, named at number 17. So that's good news for Pappy, meaning recovery-wise. Obviously, they're going to ease him back into the role. I don't personally think that he deserves to go straight back into...
No, and he's not going to. I think Nico Hines has done such a good job.
He's been killing it. He's been absolutely killing it. It would just, it wouldn't be right to...
Yeah, Nico's a gun.
Yeah, not much more on that, unless you have anything to touch on.
No, do you...
I still have 2 more to go.
Oh, well, go on.
I just wanted to give a shout out to Mitchell Moses for playing with a broken back for the majority of State of Origin Game 3, I read. Apparently in the 10th minute, he has a stress fracture to his back.
Not to, make him not sound tough, but I did read a thing from the NRL physio and they were like, definitely not as bad as it sounds.
Oh, well, like, take it. Look, I'm going to cross it out. I'm crossing it out right now.
And it said, usually just referred to as a pain management injury back within 3 to 5 weeks.
All right. If we had a producer, this is the bit that we'd edit out.
That's all right. We've workshopped it. I mean, it's still good of him. Like, he would have been in a bit of pain.
Look,
but,
he still scored. He still got, what's his name? Appy that try. So,
yeah.
Meh. Last two, our boys whatever his name is, Savage, out for the rest of the season with a shoulder injury.
Yes.
So that's not good for Canberra. And this was I was reading this afternoon. So Tavita Pangai Jr. is looking to go to the
Dogs.
Well, no, this is even weirder. is looking to go to Penrith for 3 weeks in hope to win the premiership with them, because James Fisher-Harris now has to leave the bubble because his wife is having a baby. So it's looking as if he's going to get transferred to... Now, this could just be a big spread it. This could just be me talking hubba bubba or whatever the fuck I said before. But I read that Tavita Pangai Jr. to be replacing James Fisher-Harris.
Interesting.
And then, yes, moving forward to the Dogs. So he will be leaving Brisbane altogether. So
well, that is interesting, because then also I saw the thing, I think it was like Kempy posted it, about potentially Coates and Branko Lee swapping already. Swapping now. Like Xavier Coates going to Storm for the rest of the season. And Branko Lee, who is meant to be going to Broncos, is going, like, just swapping them.
Just
kind of
fucking see the seasons out,
yeah, but the problem, I think the reasoning is because they're not putting Xavier Coates in the first grade side. They have been dropping him.
Oh, that's fair enough.
So he's like, if you're not going to let me play, can I just go to the Storm and like get the, training?
Yeah, no, fair enough.
Which
fair
I
enough.
100% agree with.
I don't follow the Broncos that closely.
No, neither do I, but I did read this. But like, if he played Origin, he's just played Origin and now he can't start for one of the worst clubs in the comp.
They're just a big old shit show up there, so
are.
we won't touch too much more on them. So what have you got,
Well,
mate?
one of them I might, to be honest, Carla mentioned that there's a new hot boy for the Tigers.
Yes, I've mentioned that too somewhere.
I didn't read it.
Tommy Talau.
No, Tommy Talau has been there all damn season.
Well, that's who I put as
He
my
is hot though.
He is hot, and that was my hot boy because he got a double.
There's a new hot boy.
Oh shit! Hold
He's
on.
a young, fresh, new hot boy. But I forget what his
Nice.
name was. Anyway, he played all right. I didn't see all of that game, but yeah, shout out to Carla for spotting out new hot boys for us.
Also, shout out to me picking that over Peter. So now I'm beating you.
Well, it won't be for long. Anyway, yeah, different hot boy. But I actually have no idea which game I was watching, but I saw someone's name. It was Biondi Odo, and I just think that's a great name. What are the players?
For who?
I don't remember what game I was watching. I just said
okay.
great rugby league.
Just that, like, it's
Name.
not even like a great rugby league name. It's just a generally great rugby league.
Yeah. Is it Biondi or Biondi? I don't know.
It could be Bodie.
No. Ooh, you
Show me
reckon?
it.
No, it's not Bodie.
Bondi?
It's It's not Bondi.
You're the speech pathologist. You sound it out.
I just can't see how that would be.
You know I can't speak proper
Anyway.
English as it is.
I'm calling him Biondi Odo.
Biondi Odo, great rugby league name.
That is a great one. I would love
whoever
to-
you're playing for, congratulations.
Yeah, I want to say like the Dogs or something, but I just don't know.
I can't even figure out how to find the.
Anyway, and we could probably the other one I was going to say, we will probably touch it on it more.
Is it Junior? Is it Junior?
Yeah,
Magoo?
that's him.
Yeah, he is a cutie.
Yeah.
But no, Tommy Talau was
Tommy
my hot
Talau already very hot.
He was
but
my
he
hot
has been
boy.
around for a long time.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, the only thing I was going to touch on, we can probably touch it on the review, but Sharks missed 61 tackles last week.
Holy fuck! I heard that too. That is disgusting.
That's like more than we missed last night.
My goodness, I cannot wait for us to get into our preview because it's going to get hot in here, guys. It's going to get hot in here. 61 tackles. That doesn't
so
even happen
many.
in women's rugby.
No, like we got pumped last night and we would not have missed that many tackles. No way.
My God, pick your game up. No one. Oh, Jesus. Anyway, so
Outrageous.
that we picked Sharks last week, didn't we?
I think so.
Because they versed Raiders. Yeah, and the Raiders, and I've got
Yeah, that was like. Yeah, I hate the Raiders.
All right. Well, let's jump into the review.
Yeah,
and we'll
do
go
it.
through that. All right. So we played 2 games on Friday. Oh, that's right, because we had Origin. So that's what confused everyone. I watched a bit of this game. Titans got beat by Parramatta 26-8. Para just looks super dominant.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I've got this.
They didn't have Moses either, so that's like pretty good that they still got the
he
win
didn't
comfortably
back
without
up.
him.
I tell you who did play well and who I've written down. What is it? Written. Thank you. Ryan Madison. He is he's a beast. Ex Chookies. And
Yes.
he had a blinder from what I do remember watching.
He's also someone that suffered with a lot of like long-term concussions, so it's good to see him ripping and tearing.
Correct. And is famous for the taking grace every time he scores a try as well. Not entirely sure what that's about. But anyway, each to their own. I was actually going to have a joke with the girls last night and say, should we do like try celebrations if we score?
Well, even if you had that conversation, it wouldn't have been used.
if
we score tries.
If it was the main one there. I'm pretty sure I took Paris, so
Yeah, I did.
they just looked red hot. Titans not so. I definitely did not watch this game. Manly versus Dragons.
I think I did.
I wish these games were reversed. I would have preferred to watch Manly.
Yeah, look, I did watch this, but I wanted to touch on something. Last week, I literally came on this podcast straight up. You said that they were going to win by like 30, and I was like, oh, no way. Probably like 12, 14 max. And then the game started, and I look on my tips, and 30s entered for some reason, which I don't remember even doing.
And I didn't do it.
No, I know. I think it was just like put in because I remember when you said it to me, I didn't even realize it was our margin game.
Yeah.
Because I hadn't touched it.
Well, I had 20, but the margin, so the margin was 14 and I had 20.
Yeah, that's what I would have actually picked if I...
You did say that.
I said that it's recorded.
Yeah,
Anyway.
You did say it, but you didn't, like the numbers don't show for it in the tipping.
No,
cup,
they
and that's
don't.
where they do count.
The rugby league gods. Anyway, it was... Manly didn't have like the best start from what I remember, but they were fine. They came back.
Well,
I think Dragons got up at the start.
No, not really.
How would you know?
Mixed. I've got the score up. So
they
scored first, but then they clicked in and look at you. And remember, you said Cade Cuss was dropped, but he scored. So
yeah, because DCE got pulled out last minute.
Yeah, you're right. I keep forgetting about State of Origin. Congratulations, Manly. We both would have took them because Dragons have beat her as. Game of the round. Now, I haven't even circled who we went for in this one.
Game of the round? Oh, yeah, they're back to front in the tipping. That's all right.
Sorry.
Chooks versus Cowboys.
I haven't circled it in the preview. Fuck yeah, we just ripped and teared. So I think I watched this game at work, to be honest.
It was actually like a close game through most of the game.
It was like tit for tat, try for try, back and front. And
then we just ended up sort of breaking away.
Yeah, something happened with who would we play? Cowboys. They just fell apart.
Yeah.
Notable mention, I've written here, I love Ikavalu. Like, I don't care. Like, you can drop the ball as many times as you want. I still actually
he seems like great.
Love having him on the team.
And also when he like saw the crowd at the last game when we went in Newcastle, he was very friendly.
Oh, he
seemed genuinely upset that he couldn't come and say hello to everyone. He was like, I'm so sorry. I really wish I could come over.
We'll jump the fence.
And then he tried to take a few extra steps forward to try and have a chat to this young kid at the front, and the security came and like pulled him away.
That sucks. But no, I love Ikavalu. He scored a double. Manu is just on fire. Like, we rave on about him being a hot boy. Shout out mum's favourite hot boy. Who's your mum's favourite hot boy? Does she have one?
I don't know.
Great. I've gotten cold.
I know my nanas.
Go.
Peter Sterling.
Oh, good on you, Nan.
She loves Sterling.
I should ask my Nan. I seen her the other day. I should ask her. I'll figure it out. Actually, I'm going to go and see me Nan hopefully tomorrow. I wanted to take my Fun Fresh and Footy mask in a bit because it's a bit loose.
Wouldn't have that problem.
Yeah, that fucking huge head of yours. Something just clicked into gear. Maybe it was when Tupanua went over.
It was nice to see. And I tell you, actually, from this game, Billy Smith had a blinder.
He's ripping and a tearing since he's been back.
And he was, like, chasing so hard, just, like, on every kick chase. He was up there in their face. Like, he was so energetic and just playing, so well.
While we've got them here, where do I go? Player stats. I just want to... Anything here for Billy Smith? Why is he not coming up?
There he is.
Oh, God, I'm not going to know what any of this means now. I just want to know, like, how many running meters run meters. So, like, 145. Like, that's a lot for
that's heaps good.
So, he is. He's constantly...
Do they have missed tackles on there? Who had the most?
Who had the most missed tackles for our team?
Yep.
It'd be like in the errors section. Missed tackles. All right, here we go. 4. Okay, so it's a tie between Nat Butcher,
Ooh.
Matt Ikuvalu, and Josh Morris, all on 4. So they all took the podium for missed tackles in the Roosters.
I really thought it was going to be like Hutchinson or someone.
Stop hating on that brat.
You know what, though? The probably only reason his weren't missed tackles is because he didn't attempt them in the first place.
I still think he played well. Anyway, we won. Yeehaw. That was great.
I will say Scott Drinkwater had a great game.
Yes, he's a fucking good player.
Yeah, no, I really rated him.
Oh, also, Caulfield didn't score as well, which is what we were hoping for.
That was what we were
And
hoping
we
for.
were very, very happy that he didn't. So good luck this week, mate. You're versing the Storm, so good luck scoring any points. All right, moving on. So Raiders versus the Sharks. Just wrote, this is literally what I've wrote. What are the Raiders doing other than pissing us off?
Oh, I hate them. But, like, I don't even think I watched this game, to be honest.
No, neither do I.
But like,
What day was
it's
this?
by the sounds of it, they didn't necessarily even have to play that good because Sharks just missed 61 tackles.
Yeah, no, sorry. That's what they did. They just busted tackles.
They just ran straight through the Sharks.
Cronulla obviously played like literal sharks and used their fins.
It's
tackle.
because they weren't in the park at the dark.
Well, that'll do it. Yeah, so I don't know where they played. I don't give a fuck where they played. But that's woeful from Cronulla. 60-odd tackles missed. Stuffing our tips up and letting the Raiders win again. Because what happens is it gives the Raiders a big head. And then when I move into my preview, which is they're actually being played tonight. So hopefully we can get this out to you before kickoff. Who knows? You never know. If we had a producer, someone could have organised this.
We might not stop dribbling until then.
If both of us had some sort of normality in our lives,
it would be okay. Yeah, we're just.
But you know what? I love the chaos.
Very hard schedules at the moment.
Chase the chaos, baby. You can quote me on that. All right, the last game on Saturday night. Now, I only watched half of this because I was buggered after work, but so the Storm put 48 points on the Knights, who only managed to score 1.
So I watched like 10 minutes of this with my laptops next to me, and I had on the TV, I obviously had the Australia versus France final test.
You're watching, and that would have been more exciting.
It was a really good game.
Yeah.
That Storm versus Knights, terrible game. So it was a pretty easy choice. But speaking of the test while we're at it,
Go.
Great game. Obviously, there was a lot of controversy about Marika Korobetti getting a red card over a very soft high tackle. Like, not soft, but like soft in terms of the contact to the head was not very dangerous, in my opinion. And it was milked so hardly and with very bad acting from the French captain.
Bit of
but it was a bit of a stick it to him by winning. So it was good. It was like a massive effort for the boys to just play with 14 from then on.
When's the Bledisloe? Like when?
I have no idea.
Hopefully it's in August and we can have a beer and we're both free and we can watch it.
Not in July, please.
Yeah,
it's like dreading events that pop up in July.
Well, like you said, there's 9 days. We really haven't been doing that much.
No.
All I know is August 1st is a Sunday and I will be at a pub drinking.
Yeah.
I did ask you to come, but you said you weren't keen on the
I said
hangover.
I would come. I just don't want to have like a hangover.
Look, we'll figure it out. It's fine. Olam got a double. George Jennings got a double.
I don't think it matters too much. Like,
do you want to move on?
Yeah, I think so.
All I was going to say was Hughes is fantastic, but we've already touched on that.
Everyone would have scored a million tries because they just were. It looks like they were scoring tries every 5 minutes.
All right, Sunday, Warriors-Panthers. Now, Warriors got off to a better start than Penrith, but then our lockjaw mate got a double. A notable mention was when Josh Curran went over, and I can't remember why it wasn't a try, but then did the lawnmower post-try celebration, but then the try was disallowed. It was actually such a good, it was so clever, the try celebration, but then for whatever reason, I can't remember. I think it was a forward pass. And then
I think I was watching Penel's footy at this stage, not...
But Panthers were always going to win, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people did take Warriors.
Tough titties, they didn't win.
Yeah, that's it.
Broncos versus the Tigers. Now,
again, I only caught the last 15 minutes of this.
My phone actually died at work while I was mid-watching. There was about 5 minutes to go in the game and my phone died. And I was like, oh, beauty. But all I know was that was another game where it was kind of like back and forward. And then, I don't know, by the time I'd finished my job, got to the crib room, I looked up in the crib room and it was like 42-24. And I'm like, what the fuck has happened since my phone died?
I mean, like, good on the Tigers, good win from you.
It was definitely a second half comeback.
Also, like, what the hell are the Broncos doing up there? Like,
Yeah,
the Broncos actually have enough players to be good.
They do. They have a good roster. It's just they don't know how to win. And like the Tigers don't know how to win half the time. But I'm just so glad that I went with my gut and picked them.
Yeah.
Like
I just thought with the roster they've got, but Tigers have a bit more like grunt about them than the Broncos. Broncos don't like.
Have you watched any of that Tiger Town?
No, but I actually think it would be good.
I'm gonna watch it tonight. Like once I finish the show that I was watching when you walked in, I've got to finish that. And then I'm going to put Tiger Town on and then I'm going to watch the footy. Yeah, so I'm quite busy, busy tonight.
Hope no one's needs you to do anything.
No, I'm here.
Flat out.
I'm here watching movies, so.
Don't bother you. Don't call you.
Please, everyone stay out of my face.
But I honestly didn't watch most of this game. I was talking to Carla throughout it. I was still at Pernell's footy at this stage. I was talking to Carla.
Pernell, the partner, just to be clear.
My partner, Pernell. I was messaging Carla about it. She was snapping. And
she was snapping me the same.
And she said, this is one of the worst games. It looks like both teams are trying to lose it. And I was
she
like,
was sending me the same
that's
ones at
so
work.
funny because I can imagine that.
She was sending me the same ones at work and I was giggling so hard. And then she's just like, we've got a new hot boy. But I thought she was referring to Talau because he scored a double and he is a fucking young hot boy.
Oh, he's super hot. He's just not new.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't follow. I know I like Adam Dewey and that's about it. Is there anyone else that I should like
Dan
from
Laurie?
there? No, not after the head knock accident and then got up.
No.
Nah, he's a trucker. Truck nutter.
Dane Laurie?
Dane Laurie.
He's like the skinniest boy on the field.
Yeah, but he always like runs it straight.
Oh, yeah.
But like that doesn't mean I like him.
I do.
All right, well that's all right. We can agree to disagree. Last game on Sunday afternoon.
Big one.
Brain snap central. Rabbits 32 over the Dogs 24. Now, I want to get this game up because that is a very close score.
So, at halftime, the Bulldogs were up 12-10 against the Rabbitohs.
You're right, yep.
Which was, like, so good for them and just in general. Like, Rabbitohs are right up there. And, you know, obviously Lewis with the tackle on Cody Walker after halftime left them down a man for the first 10 minutes. And they scored, like, 8 points, I'm pretty sure, in that time, the Rabbitohs somehow. I think they got a penalty kick and, like, a try or something like that.
You are correct. Bang on the money there.
Yeah, so basically, like, I'm not saying that the Rabbitohs wouldn't have turned it on enough to beat the Bulldogs, but Lewis literally shot their chances in the foot by doing that. And if the rest of his team would be so filthy on him.
Fucking oath. I would have been filthy too.
Like, that's so close. And that was, like, with a little, you know when you have those couple try blowouts sort of at the end? That was with that. Like, they were neck and neck. And, Bulldogs.
I would be very mad. Hot Boy Trent would be very mad.
Oh my
from the coaching box.
He would be spewing.
But that's the thing about the Rabbits as well. They seem to also be a second half team. They always manage to like leak a lot of points in the first half and then somehow come back and just cover their
Rabbits
ass.
are just kind of like do what they have to do to like they'll just do like whatever they need to do to win sort of thing. Yeah. Whereas like teams like the Storm are just like, I don't care if I've put 70 points on you, I'm going to score 5 more tries.
That's because they just stay in 6th gear constantly.
Yeah, they've got like one level and that's what they stay at. Whereas Rabbits fade in and out.
Do you see Rabbits like contesting for the premiership?
I don't think so, but I think they will be like...
What are they, 4th or something?
Maybe 4th, yeah.
3rd.
Yeah, look, I honestly think, like, the problem is that they could very well beat, like, on a really good day, I feel like they could beat, like, Panthers. I don't know about Storm, but I don't know. They're just so hot and cold. So if you have a finals run, like, if they had to verse Panthers and Storm back-to-back for any reason, I think they wouldn't be able to keep it up for the 2 games. They're not consistent enough.
Well, if it was finals week tomorrow, they'd play Penrith. So do you think they would be able to beat Penrith? I personally don't think they'd be able to beat Penrith.
Not with Cleary and Luai. I think without Cleary, potentially.
Maybe. But Penrith, that's the thing about Penrith. They're still getting the job done without their superstars there.
Oh, yeah. I mean, not when Origin was on, they didn't.
But they have also played better teams.
Yeah. I think, look, without Cleary, I think the Rabbits take the Panthers. But with Cleary, I think not so much. They're just very inconsistent. So you just don't know what you're going to get with South each week.
Yeah, look, congratulations. Did they have most of their boys back up? I can't remember what you said last week.
Yeah. Oh, no, Trell didn't play.
Yeah,
so that Taff was in, I think is great.
Yeah, we both agreed that we liked
Taff. I don't know who else. I think they rested. Cam Murray still played, and I'm pretty sure he played.
He's a hot boy.
Yeah, he is a hot boy.
He's a freaking hot boy. Yeah, Taff was definitely the fullback. I remember seeing that. Oh, God, I honestly don't know how to use this computer. I don't know why I bother. Righto. So that was round 18. So we're getting close. We're getting close to the end of this. So before we just continue on with the show, once this season finished, we'll go right up to grand final. We will dribble probably after grand final as well. We'll probably give our. We'll probably give our. It's about what we thought of the game. If we can remember it. It's been a couple of grand finals that I actually can't remember any of the game.
Most of them.
Specifically last year. However, we want to keep the show rolling. The show must go on. So, obviously, Peter and I are still going to link up every week.
Yep.
Maybe even on a Sunday to interview a guest. So, if there's any topics, can be anything that you want us to just sit down, chew the fat, have a yarn about, send them through. We'll put them in the little bank. We'll let the secretary know to file that away. So when we have the off season, we'll have plenty of crap to talk about, and
definitely
you guys can still hear our beautiful voices every week in your ears.
And we will plan to keep the Sunday sessions going when we can too. We've got one coming up this week, which I'm excited for.
Yes, so we do have we've got a special guest coming on Sunday. So with the Sunday sesh, it won't be every week. We'd love to have it weekly. We'd love to have people on every week to be able to interview. It's just hard, obviously, trying to organise schedules and stuff. But we have lined one up for this week, so there will be one dropping on Sunday. So keep your eyes and your ears open for that. All right, yes. Peter, you know what time it is.
I do.
Come on.
S&M brought to you by Rihanna, under my umbrella.
God, we're at that stage of the podcast.
Oh, man, maybe all the chakras are coming back to me. I don't know what the hell's going on. Reiki's with me, and I'm feeling good. All right, Star and Marge, where we name our Star and one Marge of the week. Now, you look noteless, so are you just going to pluck one out?
I've got them all up here.
Yeah,
all in my head. I came straight from placement today. I sort of didn't know whether we were doing it. I thought we were doing it over Zoom.
Well, we originally were going to do it over the Zoom, and I know I take the piss out of you a lot, and that's only because you're one of my best mates. But you actually are a very intelligent person, so I have I don't worry at all that you turn up noteless and you can still deliver and put on a show.
Oh, thank you. It's definitely dribble, but
it's Michelin chef top.
Anyway.
Michelin hat. Fuck, I'm dumb. All right, you go first. So, who's your star?
My star is Billy Smith.
Oh, yes. Love that. Well, let's roll with the punt. Or do you want to say anything? Or
I think he's just playing really well, and we'll go into that, but he's back starting again this week, even with Teddy back.
Fuck, yes. How good. Well, rolling off the back of that, my star was Matt Ikuvalu, because I just
up the chookies.
I just can't get enough of him. I love Matt Ikuvalu, and it's so weird that he's at this stage in his career where he's only played a handful of fucking first grade games.
Yeah.
I think he was teaching or something before it, and now he just turns up and he's one of those wingers that just look. I'll be honest, he bombs a lot of balls. But as I mentioned previously, I don't care. It's clean slate. It's fine with me. He does those exciting tries where they like reach
and they're
out.
safe as houses, the ones he puts down there with the dive. Like it's like no doubt.
It's mad. So I love Matt Kavalu. I want him in the starting side every week. And like Peter touched on, he just seemed like an absolute genuine legend when we were down at the Knights game. It was pissing down rain, COVID everywhere, and he wasn't allowed to come around and like say g'day to the fans. We were with the kids trying to get a photo. But what a gentleman. All right, who's your Marge?
This might be a bit of a salty one, but my Marge goes out to the whole team of Waratah from last night.
I didn't even think of that.
Not for winning, but for
Holding us down in the ruck and not letting us move.
Oh, well, that as well. But I was going to say just, they've been a very dominant team for a few years, and they had like one loss this season against Brooks' team, the Wanderers, and
Shout out to Brooks' team.
It just sent them into like panic stations, and they've gone and like panic bought
everyone
well over the salary cap and anyone they could possibly get in the team.
So anyone that like complains about the Roosters' salary sombrero.
Oh, they've got nothing on Waratah.
They have nothing on the Waratah rugby union team. And look, let's be honest. I don't know. Maybe they were just fucking scared of Merewether Carlton.
Well, fair enough. I feel like I think like
that's fine. If you want to play your Aussie players against us, that's fine. We'll
turn up. We'll chuck some nut. We'll fold some cunts.
I may look like shit when I do it, but come on.
Yeah, you look. And some people don't like having competition, and that must just be them. But that's fine.
That's fine. I had heaps of fun.
I had a great time.
I had heaps of fun. I'm so sore from that game. But
I was playing 12 and also jumping in the line out, so that's a state that we were in.
Maybe that's why they decided. Maybe because they thought you were like a double threat. They were like, fuck, let's get all these Super W girls in. Because Peter's playing two positions. And Ashley's playing fullback. There was at one stage they were like, watch Krebit. And I was like, what the fuck am I going to do?
Yeah.
Don't look at me. What the hell am I going to do?
I was just like standing there with one of the scrums, and Tar said, run straight at Peter and take her fucking head off. And I was like, wow.
Tar also, shout out to Tar, she's one of my good mates. She also told me to take the ball and run around her, and she'd let me do a full length of the field try.
You know what? She says that, and she said that also. I heard her say that to Isabella Warren as well. And I will say that is bullshit.
That is the biggest
I
lie.
also love Tar, but she like could not stand to be the person that like let someone else score a try. Like that would make her like blood boil.
I was like,
she loves winning too much.
I was like, no way, bro. I'm kicking it. I'm kicking it well out. I am not. And to be honest, I don't want a full length of the field try. Thank you very much. I've been running from fucking one side of the field.
We've been defending for like 70 minutes already. We do not need a full length try. It's too much effort.
I specifically remember when they were getting close to the line, there was one of their girls, apologies, I'm not sure what her name was, and she was trucking that nut so hard, like she was pumping her legs. It was quite impressive. Anyway, she's getting closer and closer to where I'm standing at fullback, and there's like three girls trying to get her down, and I'm yelling, get her the down so I don't have to tackle her.
I will say there was one like try saver from you that like you were just running up and you like hit her, and the ball just like popped straight out of her hands, and I was like, oh,
I know, I am a champion. I can't believe I didn't get players player. Some other snitch got it.
Yeah, I don't know. She's a bitch, eh?
All right, my Marge. Look, just in general is COVID. Like, I'm so sick of I'm just so fucking sick of COVID.
Yeah, I'm over it too.
I always forget my mask when I've got to go anywhere, so you got to go back to the car and get it.
Since having to wear mine all the time at placement, I forget it at the servo all the time because I still think it's on.
Like
I just get straight out of my car and walk in, and then I'm at the front. Like the other day, I was literally browsing for probably 10 minutes without it on, and then I got to the counter and I was like, oh,
I'm pulling your shirt up over your arms.
Yeah, and you're like, well, I can't run out to my car now. Like, it's got to be quicker for me to just tap my card and run.
And it's concerning because we've had a case at Thornton.
And then a case at Wallsend.
Now, for our German listeners, they're just suburbs
of Newcastle.
in and around the Newcastle and Hunter region. You can look that up on a map. I also did have Lachlan Lewis, but we've already talked about how much of a dickhead he is.
Yeah.
All right, so that brings us to our Chix leaderboard. Now,
I don't actually want to hear it.
yeah, like I don't even care about this anymore. Actually, I got all the cash out for it the other day, so I will have to eventually hand over the money to these losers.
Crab drew up a little drawing for it. We won't say what it's for, but it was a little notepad of the Chix leaderboard and it just said snitch, 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 Ash and Pete.
Right down the bottom, because anyone that is above me in the Chix leaderboard is a snitch. So Britt Sager on 104, Liz on 102, and Tar on 102. So Britt is like well in front. So she is chasing that 60% prize pool money for the Christmas party. No, not the Christmas party. End of season party that we will be hosting at Merriweather Bowling Club.
Yes.
Hopefully, unless COVID decides otherwise. So congratulations to the girls on the podium. Now, we move into round 19 and we've got to get through all this shit in front of us first before we actually get to what we need to talk about. All right, are you ready?
Yeah.
To go through your tips? You've got them ready?
Yeah.
All right, so first game tonight, so this will hopefully be released tonight. I don't know if the YouTube will go up tonight, but definitely the audio. So we've got Parramatta playing the Raiders. Now, for the girls playing at home, this is our margin game.
Yep.
Now, because things are getting real tight and nitty-gritty around this end, we've all got to start playing smart with our margin. It seems to have been Manly for the last 2 weeks, actually, now that I think about it. So it's good that we've got a different team. I've gone Parramatta because
Me too.
I fucking hate the Raiders.
Me too. Spite
It's spite bet. It's spite bet. But in saying that, Raiders did... I'm not Raiders. Fuck. Excuse me. Wash my mouth out.
Eels played well. They still don't have Moses, but Raiders don't have Savage anymore due to the shoulder injury. He's out for the season. And they also don't have Jack Whiten.
Why?
I don't know. I've just heard that.
Okay, spread that.
Spread it.
You normally have like all the ins and outs. And
Yeah, well, I don't have anything written today.
That's
so
all right.
But it's okay. I've got a few
I
in my head.
You keep what's in your head, and
I've got quite a few
because I
in
can't
my-
really be bothered going through.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, it's Jack Whiten.
Yeah, Jack
No.
Whiten out.
Junior Paulo's back for Para, and so is Fergie Ferg. So that's great.
I'm glad to see Ferguson back. Is he actually in the team? Because I imagine he... I don't know. But I honestly think
I never
he-
scrolled down. Yes.
Oh,
On
good.
the wing.
I actually think he is like pretty good. Like obviously he had... Oh, gosh, I'm not speaking. I'll talk about this
Greatest nose in rugby league as well.
But like he does some stupid stuff and he wasn't in the best form, but he definitely is like the type of player that can make a game, like because he does some really crazy shit because he's super athletic, like
Oh, bloody oath.
so he can. Yeah, I think
It's good to see him back.
it is.
Welcome back. What margin have you gone?
I've gone 10.
I've gone 12.
Yeah.
Not that means anything because we're coming third and fourth last. All right. Game of the round. So 6 o'clock Friday night. Roosters versus Knights.
Obviously, I've gone the Roosters.
I've also gone the Roosters. Haven't circled it because we went through this last week.
We won't be wasting the ink.
We're not wasting ink. Now, that's played at the Sunshine Coast Stadium. So I hope it is ripping and a tearing, glorious up there.
Notable mentions is Pierce still out.
Good.
Lockie Fitzgibbon has been dropped.
Why?
I'll
I'll move this closer.
I think it's because he's not that good.
because he gives away. He's always given penalties away for running at the wrong
Yep.
shoulder.
And then also notable mention, unsure if they're just resting him, but Josh Morris drops to the extended bench, not into the interchange, and Billy Smith is starting.
why won't they play Adam? How do we say his name?
Adam Kieran.
Kieran.
I don't know. I rate him.
I rate him too, and he can kick.
Like as a 14 though, like just as a I think he is a great 14. Adam Kieran.
great 14.
Better than fucking Lockie Lamb, who we have got.
Look, we'll
Okay,
play with what we've got.
let's put this forward.
Go.
This is what Keely said to me last night, and I actually hadn't thought of it. And I know it takes away from like our centers, and I get that, but obviously, we've taken Josh Morris out to put Billy Smith in, and I think that's fair enough. Billy Smith has had really good form these last 2 games, and he's probably played better than Josh Morris, I would say.
Yep.
But
Yeah, Morris quiet.
very quiet. But what about like Manu in for Hutchinson / Lamb, whoever's playing there that week, Morris and Smith in the centres?
Ooh. Ooh, I
Because-
don't mind that. That's juicy.
You know what I mean? That's what Keely was saying to me last night. I was like, that's actually such a good idea. Only because, like, I know it takes away the strike power for Manu, but he can play in the halves.
And there's been heaps of chit chat around, like,
And that's
centre
where we're
might not-
struggling.
Centre might not even be like
No, he
his
could do
best
anything.
position because we see how much he ripped and tears
At
at fullback,
fullback.
and he'd definitely be able to
He's
play
a
in the halves.
playmaker. Yeah, he's done it before. And I just think, you know,
Him
out of,
and Walker would be able to make some magic, I reckon.
100%. And out of, like, the play,
we-
you know, Josh Morris is getting dropped. And I know you don't like me bagging, but Josh Morris is a much better player than Drew Hutchinson and Lachlan.
Oh, no, I completely agree with you on
Yeah,
that.
so you know what I mean? So drop,
I'm
like,
just saying, with the halves that we've got to just deal with it.
but that's what I mean. Manu in there would solve those problems. I also think Kieran could probably play there better than them because he does love to tackle, and that's sort of where they've been lacking.
I don't understand how Kieran can't make the team because he is such a good kicker, and we
Yeah,
can't.
we need a kicker.
Look,
Poor
I'm
Sammy
so-
Walker's like skinny legs can't do it.
Sam Walker can't. I love the kid. But he
But-
can't kick for shit.
No.
He almost got my Marge, but I would never do that.
No,
I
but
would never
like,
do that.
Yeah,
But then they let Billy Abigail,
Billy
and he shanked it a bit too.
yeah.
But
His was a lot better, and his was right from the sideline.
his looked a lot closer than.
I think Billy Smith should have been kicking from the start.
Well,
But
they
yeah,
were saying,
no,
they kept
Manu-
saying over the radio that Drew Hutchinson was going to take over the kicking duty. So I don't even know. I know that's going to piss you off even more. But anyway,
Anyway.
we need to get on the phone to Robbo or send some type of message.
Yeah, I think
through.
like just give Manu a crack in the half, see how he goes. Like it can't hurt.
I
And
like
imagine-
that. I
Yeah.
like that.
And
I
imagine
like
if
that.
you're in, like, yeah,
I
I
might message the Sydney Roosters page.
yeah, might just DM
And
Robbo.
Are you close with any of the players like you are, Matt Burton and Munster? Like, is there anyone that you're close with on that team that you could probably get in touch with?
Let me think.
Actually, while you're speaking of it, because
Yeah.
you are so close with Cameron Munster, you should get him to send us some of
I don't.
his
I thought I was
ginger
just.
beers.
I thought I was just close with Burton. Or did I say?
Oh no, you said Cameron Munster on a personal
Oh,
level.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yes,
tell him-
yeah. I remember. Yes, I do.
Tell him to
obviously.
send some of his ginger beers down, and we'll
Yeah, I
trial them on August 1.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right. Next game. So late game on Friday, Cowboys versus Storm. I'm pretty sure just when I was like writing all this shit up, Cowboys are paying like $11 or something.
$10 at the moment on the tipping.
Yeah.
Obviously,
$13 now.
yeah, Storm is going to.
Oh my
flog
god.
them.
That's gonna be an
I
annihilation.
will say so Cooper Johns is playing in the halves.
Bullshit.
So he's come in. Nico will start at fullback and Pappenhausen obviously on the bench as we spoke about.
Why are they resting Munster?
Um,
Just maybe because they're gonna obviously because they're paying $1.03 to win. They're like,
maybe they just wanted Cooper to get a bit of a run around.
you could probably find out. You text Munster and find out why they've rested
Well,
him.
I actually know Cooper really well too, so I might just text him.
Cooper Johns is actually one of the funniest characters in the game. I love listening to the Matty Johns podcast.
I actually do. I listen to that as well. I
Yeah.
do enjoy that.
I think Cooper is one of the funniest characters.
I can never tell which voice is Cooper and which voice is Jack, though. To be honest,
Jack's got a really like deep voice. Jack of Newcastle fame now. Jump on the podcast if you're listening. We'd love to interview you and Sunday sesh with you, boy. Righto. So obviously we're going the Storm.
yeah. Obviously.
Bunnies Warriors first game on Saturday.
Bunnies.
Bunnies same. I do.
Who was it that got hurt? Oh, Tohu Harris is now out for the season with an ACL, which is obviously
Yeah, that
really upsetting.
sucks.
He is so good for them. Rocco Berry out and RTS and Wade Egan.
Yeah. What happened? Well, RTS was a concussion, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. That's coming. It's all coming back to me.
Yeah, that.
Hot boy fucking central for the fullbacks.
Yeah, Trell versus Walsh.
Trell will just absolutely and jump over the top of
He
him.
will monster Walsh.
Yeah, so I can't wait for that.
But yeah,
I'm probably at
Souths,
work
obviously.
actually, so I'll probably miss all these games.
Definitely South.
So definitely Souths. Second game on Saturday, Manly versus the Tigers.
Yeah, I've gone Manly.
I've gone Manly. Look,
They've got all their players back.
they're coming sixth. They're literally on our tails, Manly. Like they are playing some good duty. Tommy T's back.
Yep.
Yeah, they're
I think they're pretty much both full strength, but yeah, obviously Manly.
even though the
better.
two hot boys are in the Tigers side, I just see them putting them to the sword.
Yeah,
I reckon it'll be I reckon it'll be a whitewash personally.
yeah. I think they had a few back. Obviously, Cherry Evans is back, and then Aloye.
Foreign really stepped up in that game without
Foreign
them.
is playing so good.
Yeah, I
also,
know.
so did Moses Sully last. I don't know if he was running so hard and making so many meters. He was
Meter
brilliant.
eater.
Yeah, it was brilliant. Anyway, obviously Manly.
Manly definitely.
Panthers Broncos.
Dad, you can guess. I'll guess what you're going to tip, and you guess what I'm going to tip.
Is it Panthers?
Yeah, it's the same here.
Broncos got flogged by the Tigers.
Yeah, so
They are not going to be the Panthers.
They're officially not being tipped for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
We do have one fan that is a Bronco fan. Shout out to you, Chuck. Fuck your Broncos. We will never be taking them again.
I will say though.
Jerome Luai's
Yeah,
back.
that's what I was gonna say. Jerome Luai back.
How good. Wait, so where's Matt Burton gone? Oh, centres.
Yeah,
Beauty.
back in the centres. We like that.
And to be honest, I couldn't give a shit about this lineup for the Broncos. Don't care at all.
Nope.
All right, Panthers. So Sunday, the Sunday ticket. Dragons versus the Titans. Now
I don't know about this one.
Stop it, you. Nah, I was the same. I was kind of like,
Who beat the Dragons last week again?
probably someone good. So Dragons got beat by Manly, and then the Titans got whooped by Para.
I low-key want to take the Dragons even though they're not the favourite. But
Well,
actually, get up the team list because I don't know who's rested this week from their suspensions.
Maybe you should run the laptop. I reckon you'd be faster than me.
Yeah, who we got out? Brayden
Corey-
Williami, Corey Norman, Jackson Ford, Famasuli.
A long name.
Yeah.
Well, look,
I'm going to go Titans.
I've circled the Titans.
I already tipped them here, and I think I'm going to go that.
Yeah.
With Corey Norman out, like half.
Like a regular half. I know Ben Hunt. Fuck. I don't know.
I'm going to go Titans.
Yeah, I'm going Titans too.
That'll be an interesting
like
game, though.
that will be an interesting game. What am I doing Sunday? That must be my first day back at work.
Yeah.
That sucks. All right. Now, I know we've already said that the game of the round, but the second game of the round, the Dogs versus the Sharks. Now, this, you know what I'm going to say, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Do we tell the listeners or not?
No.
Because I don't know whether these fucking snitches need to know about it. Off the back of...
No, we can tell them.
All right, I've figured out a calculation.
We won't tell what the calculation is. We'll just say there's a fair bit of math behind it.
There's a little bit of algebra behind when Canterbury Bulldogs get their next win, and it's round 19. That's all we're going to say. We're not going to say who we spoke to. We're not going to say what.
I'm not going to tell you what calculator I used.
What DeLorean I got into and travel into the future. But I figured it out, and the rugby league gods and I, and Peter, we were all in this. We figured it out, and it's round 19.
And you know what? Things are coming together nicely. Sharks missed 61 tackles last week. Dogs played a lot better.
So take what you want from that. I've tipped the Dogs to win.
Yes.
Have you also?
Yep. Got them.
Beauty. All right. We're almost there, guys. Penthouse Multi. So this is where we put $1. You take $1 from your bank account and you put it into your sporting bet app of choice. We are trying to get like a betting agency to like jump on with us because that would be sick. So Sportsbet ideally would love you to reach out because that's who we currently use. But we
Yes.
will take anything. We're that desperate. I hope I don't look
Not that desperate. We're happy to support someone else. We actually, to be honest, like I do love Sportsbet, but that's just all I know really.
Same. I've never
if, like,
had
if-
tab or...
I used to have Tab, but I got like locked out. But
I wonder-
anyway,
I wonder
any
what
other
that was.
betting companies, like we're more than happy to be like wooed by what you've got to show.
Show us what you got, baby,
Yeah,
because this Penthouse Multi is going to pay off one day and we want to be screaming your name.
You know what I actually said the other day? I was like, I don't know who I was saying it to, but I was like, I feel like the thing that's going to make us blow up one day is that like our
This
Penthouse
this
Multi
multi goes
wins and
off.
like
we make the news or something.
yeah, and like 6 people win like 800 grand off some like low key podcast that no one like, you know. You know what I mean? Like, imagine
No,
that.
well, like I've said privately to you, when we get 200 followers on Facebook, we will be doing the whole, not Facebook, Instagram. We'll be doing the whole podcast in party hats because like that's a celebration for us. But yes, so you put $1 on for whatever betting company you use, whether it's Ned's, Sportsbet. We use Sportsbet currently at the moment just because that's all we know and we're stubborn.
Someone called Punt Hub literally just followed us on Instagram. Is this a betting agency? I'm just going to check it on air.
Yeah,
just
just
because that
quickly
feels
check
like weird. I think we should message them if it is.
Well, I've put some feelers out to another one and their BDM was to ring me when they got back from leave. So I don't know whether I should be telling you the whole universe that, but that's exciting. Is it? Or is it just like a page where people like put...
It just says it's like a punting page. Look, we'll have to like get into that, but
We'll look at that after.
yeah. Anyway, still weird that we're all talking about this and that's happened.
That's like a weird...
maybe
like-
it's that your chakras are like putting their
Oh,
feelers
well, I wish the
out.
chakras would fuck off because I'm sleeping here alone tonight. I'm scared now.
All right.
All right. First game, Eels Raiders.
Yep. What's your leg? You go first because, you know.
All right,
I'm making
I'll
them up.
lead. Age before beauty.
Yep.
I've gone Reed Marnie, anytime try scorer.
Ooh. I was going to say, Ferguson on his comeback.
Fergo?
Yeah,
Now,
think so.
also, I just want to apologise. I completely forgot to put the Penthouse Multi up last week. I had a lot of shit going on. So I do apologise to anyone that was patiently waiting for that to pop up in their news feed. So I will be better and that will go up tonight.
Yep.
You might just miss out on the first leg.
That's all right.
So
Rightio.
who'd you say?
Chooks.
Blake Ferguson?
Yeah. Chooks versus Knights.
I've gone Roosters 13 plus.
Yep. And I will go Billy Smith again. I thought he...
Yeah, bloody oath. He
I'm
loves
like riding his bandwagon.
Yeah, I know. You're
hard.
blowing that much wind up his ass. It's not funny.
I rate him. I just like his energy.
That's so weird. You've just gone Billy Smith, anytime try scorer, because then when we whip into the Cowboys game, I've gone Brandon Smith, anytime try scorer.
Ooh. Brandon Smith, anytime try scorer. I like that. I'm going to go Storm 13 plus.
It's probably not paying much, but like I don't see it going any other way.
Nah. You got to have a few safe legs in there.
I don't know why I started writing.
Actually, I wonder what the line... Oh, no, you can't do the line.
Can't do the line in same games. We
Yeah.
know this, Peter. Be better.
Well, this isn't the same game, but yes, we do know that.
South.
South versus Warriors.
I've gone Bunnies 13 plus.
Yeah, I like that.
You like-
anytime try scorer? I will go Tane Milne. He has been scoring tries left, right, and centre.
Now, is he the winger or the centre?
He's the winger.
Yeah. He's reliable. That's what he is.
Yeah.
Oh, God, you're going to hate me now.
It's all right. Manly versus Tigers.
I've gone Turbo 2 or more.
All right.
Do you want to do that or do you just want to
That's
go
all right.
one?
We'll do it.
I mean, it is against the Tigers and I just don't see them.
I just player markets. You've got to like go D in for the 2 tries or more. It's not just like right.
Oh my
up there.
God.
He's only
Look at
paying.
the message I just got then. That's about, someone's just messaged me about a ring light. It's like everything that we've been speaking about has been popping up
We're
on our
manifesting it. He's only paying $3 for 2 or more tries.
I know. I saw it before and I
which
was
is
like,
outrageous. I'm gonna go 13 plus.
Manly 13.
Yep.
Love it, love it, love it.
Panthers versus Broncos.
I've gone Panthers 13 plus.
We've got a lot of 13 pluses here.
There's going to be so many scores.
Anytime try scorer. Let me see.
Who do we want to cross that white line?
I don't know. I'm thinking maybe we go kick out.
Billy Army?
Or
Whoop.
Omen, we go Stephen Crichton because we were calling you Crit last night.
Oh,
And
yes.
his Instagram is Critter.
Yeah, I like that one.
Yep.
Fuck you to Big T who doesn't know my
One of the
name.
girls who like
Who's trained
trains
with us.
all the time. She accidentally called Cribbit Crit.
Hey, Crit, how you going? I was like, are you talking to me?
Do you reckon we just go try scorers for this next one because we're not sure about the win between Titans versus Dragons?
That's fine. I've gone Tino anytime anyway.
Ooh, yes. Let me find him.
I'm probably not going to swing to Dragons, to be honest.
No,
but
I don't think so either. But I do think I will back Cody Ramsey to score.
Cody Ramsey, I just need to...
Now, our very last one.
Now, I've gone Dogs head to head.
Yep. I like that. That's value too.
That is value. Now, let me just get this up.
It is.
Oh, no, I can't get Sportsbet up.
The last name was for the dogs, and it was like I actually did write last name, but then I was like, I thought it must have been a 2 names. But his name is Bailey Biondiodo.
Is that an omen?
Yeah, let's back him.
Can you give me the phone so I can write that down? Because I'm like, oh, so that's his surname.
Yeah, I did actually have written last name in my notes, but then I was like, surely that's not a last name, but it was.
Actually, just on this, let's get him up. Let's just quickly get a visual.
Yeah, that's good. So are we going him to score?
Yes,
He's
we are.
I think he actually scored last time,
Well,
and that's why I knew. That's why I saw his name.
Let's figure out what he plays. Okay, so he's a 14.
Ooh.
No, well, they come on.
They do come on.
And it's not first try scorer.
No, he's not.
So he's from Mount Isa.
Yep.
2001, so he's a baby. 85 kilo. There you go. Everything you need to know. You can look that up on NRL.com. Righto, well, this is where we wrap it up because we're both and we're finished.
Yep.
I
just let everyone know the value.
Oh, shit. Oh, sorry. Yes.
So $129,927.48.
That's value. That's good. And you know what? That's $1 out of your bank account. If you want to put more on, go for gold. Gamble responsibly with whichever betting agency you do decide to go with. We strongly recommend you get on this one because we think it's got good feelings about it. And considering I've got Reiki with me at the moment, I don't see otherwise. So look, guys, we do have a Sunday sesh coming up, so keep your eyes and ears peeled. Jump on the Instagram, share, comment, subscribe, 5 stars, all the drills.
Yep.
I can't be bothered rattling it off.
Yeah.
YKTR, you know the rules.
It is my turn for the Punters Club. So if anyone's got some hot tips, feel free to send them through.
Oh, please. We have gone 10 weeks without a win. So that's like my whole Maitland Blacks rugby career.
Yes.
So if anyone's got any good tips on the ponies for the weekend or insider knowledge for rugby league or
DM
whatever.
me.
Yeah, so send them through to the page. Share this podcast on your story and get everyone to follow us, please. And be good to your neighbours, be good to your friends, water your plants, and just be a good person. Wear your mask as well when you're out in public. Anything from you, Pete?
That's it.
That's it. That's up for another week. See you later.
All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my